Alright, this week I researched 4 technology tools. The first one is a website called Newsla. The second is a computer program called Spritz. The next is another website called Discovery Education. And the final is a product called CurrentScribe. And I took notes on each, so from glancing down, I'm looking at my notes. I'll first start with Newsla. Newsla is a website that we looked at in class, I believe, and it is a website full of news articles ranging from War and Peace, music, medicine, sports, all nonfiction current news articles that can be read online. And the interesting thing about Newsla is the fact that you can change the grade level that you'd like to read at. So your whole class can be reading the same article on a different grade level, so each student gets the same information. And then you can come together and talk about it as a whole class, which I think is really great. And another interesting thing about Newsla is the fact that you can see what articles your students are reading, and that's important because you can monitor this and you can find out what they're interested in, so you can bring it to other subject areas and get them interested in other subject areas. And the other last feature is the fact that you can see what level your students are picking to read at. So you can see where they are and where they feel comfortable. And once you find out where they feel comfortable, then you can push them one step farther into their zone of proximal development and help them along. And eventually they'll be able to read at that level, and you can push them along even farther. So Newsle is a great tool for teachers to use. The next website that I think kind of goes along with Newsla is a program called Spritz. And Spritz is a program that allows you to read faster by showing you one word at a time in our frame designed for reading. And what that basically means is when we normally read a book, we have to follow each word. And then once we're on the last side of the page, we got to go to the other side of the page and read a whole sentence and jump back again and keep doing that. What Spritz does is eliminates that and only shows you one word at a time. So you're only looking at one word at a time, and your eyes don't have to move, and you just stare at one spot and read the entire sentence, and it keeps coming. And what's cool about Spritz is it's not just a computer program. You can put it on your smartphone, your smartwatch, an e-reader, and obviously computers. So what if you hooked that up with Newsla, and now the reading progresses even faster? You can pick the speed you want to read at. The lowest speed is 200 words per minute, and the highest speed is 1,000 words per minute. On the website, they had a little demonstration of this. 1,000 words per minute was really fast. I couldn't pay attention at all. But I thought it was a really great tool. And it's also helpful for ESL language learners because this website comes in English, Spanish, French, German, Russian, Korean, and it said on the website they were working on some Chinese. So everyone can benefit from this site, not just English students. And that's Spritz. The next one I did is called the next website I researched is called Discovery Education, and it's pretty much a website that sees the digital divide that we are transitioning into using more technology in the classroom, and this website is a tool to make that transition easier. It offers online textbooks from all grade levels, K to 12, different subjects. It has instructional videos, or not instructional videos, I'm sorry, just videos that will make students interested in whatever topic you were reading about, instructional videos, games, has audio files, and really cool pictures, and encyclopedia articles. And each of the textbooks and the lesson plans that you see on this website go along with Common Core, so that's great if you're teaching in Maryland. And on the website itself, it has professional development for teachers on how to use some of the things on the site. And then on the website, there's tabs for teachers, parents, and students. And on the teacher site, there's games. There's a lot of lessons plans you can pick from, lesson plan ideas or actual lesson plans. And in the parent slide, there's homework help section, there's a motivation section, and there's a math step-by-step section. And the homework help section pretty much just gives parents the tools that they need to help their children with their homework. Because if we're learning math, many times nowadays we teach math very differently than how our parents were taught math. So now with this website, our parents can see how their kids are being taught and support them more. The next section is the motivation station, and they understand that motivation is a very big part of school, and it has many suggestions on how to keep your child motivated and interested in school for parents. And the last one is kind of the coolest one. It's called Step-by-Step Math, and what you can pretty much do is you can type in a problem, and it just gives you the answer. So again, that can help parents help their students with math homework if they do not know how to do the problem themselves. And in the student section, there's homework help, which is that's not the same thing that they tell the parents. It's more directed towards the children. And there's the math step by step, which is the same thing. And there's also a lot of games that they can play. Then what kid doesn't love games? And the last thing I looked at is called Circuit Scribe, and I think this one's the coolest. This is the thing I researched. Circuit Scribe is a pen that helps you create electrical circuits by drawing on the paper. That's all you got to do. And on the site, you can buy everything you need for the product, such as the modules you need. Once you draw your actual connections, you need to buy the little modules, which could be a light, and you just put it down, and it connects the 2 points, and the light lights up. And the site has a variety of modules, such as power, input, connecting, and output modules, which I don't know much about circuits, but seems like that's a lot you could need for to teach a beginning kid how to use circuits. And they also sell a variety of kits, from beginner kit to a developer kit, and they also sell the kits in classroom size, so you can buy it for your whole class. How convenient. And why was this helpful for education? Well, first of all, they're safe. The ink is non-toxic. We don't have to worry about wires, cutting people, being tangled, or eating them, I don't know. And it also eliminates the need to solder down pieces, which is, I think you can see why that is safe. And what that safety does is makes all kids, kids of all ages, be able to use this product. So now we can start teaching children how to use circuits at an even younger age, because all you got to do is give them this pen, tell them to draw on their paper, and they're making circuits. And it makes it a lot less scary, I think, instead of all these wires and all these things. And they can get a jump start, and then instead of starting to learning about circuits in high school, they can start to learn about circuits in middle school. And then by the time they're in high school, they're going to be that much better at it. But for the more advanced student that actually knows about circuits, there is a program on the computer that you can draw the circuits on the computer, hook it up to a printer, and you can print out the circuit you have drawn on the computer to make it more precise, because who can draw a perfectly straight line? And the coolest thing I saw about this on the website was a video of a guy that is controlling his whole computer with a program or circuits that he made. He made a circuit to represent a mouse. He clicks on the mouse. It makes the computer go. He's controlling his computer from what he drew on the piece of paper with his pen. And I think this pen is the coolest part. I would definitely like to have this in my science classroom.